Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you are new. I have what I think is a super interesting story for you guys today, and also a Baskin Robbins treatza, which is like a not cookie. I mean, it has cookies on it, but it's a ice cream pizza, like a Dairy Queen cake, but pizza form. So I've actually never had one of these, so I'm really excited to try it. I think I can just eat it with my hands. Maybe I need a fork. I didn't come prepared with a fork, so I'm kind of feeling forky. Oh, there we go. Okay. It was just a stick. So it is mostly ice cream, which, like, you think obviously, but Dairy Queen cakes, which is kind of what I was expecting this more to be, has like more than just the ice cream, you know? Still good. I've not had a cookies and cream milkshake or anything in a while, so. It's cold. I also kind of thought that the bottom would be like crunchier. It's pretty soft. I'm thinking it might be easier to eat when it's a little bit more thawed. It doesn't really have a lot of flavor to it. Like, the flavor is just cold, if that makes sense. So, the story today is about the Acoustic Kitty. That's what the actual, like, formal name of the story is. It takes place back in the 1960s. Completely true story. This actually happened. So there was a program that was run by the CIA. I would say that this was more of a time of like experimenting with different, I mean, we still experiment with like government programs and stuff, but like people were a little more into it back then. And the CIA had this idea that using a cat as a spy was a really good idea. They thought cats are quiet, they're stealthy, they're everywhere. Nobody's gonna think anything of it if a cat just comes up and sits next to them and gets a little bit of information, right? I think it's a brownie on the bottom. I think that's what it is. I was expecting like a cookie crust. So, they find a cat. They turn it into like a robot cat. They implanted like a listening device into its ears, and they like strung a wire through its fur. I would say probably animal abuse, but you know, it's the 60s, so people are just like, whatever. And they thought, we're going to be able to train this cat to go up to different government officials from other countries and sit next to them and listen to them. Which, I think my first thought would have been like, sure, people aren't going to think anything of like a cat if you're in a place where there are a lot of cats. But like, why would you be out in the middle of a park where there's a bunch of families with kids talking about top secret information, you know? And like, if you were in a secret facility and you did see a cat, you'd be like, hey, this isn't normal. That cat was probably placed here for some reason, and we should check that out. I remember seeing in the news like that there was a chicken loose in the Pentagon in like secret spaces, and they took the chicken into captivity because they're like, why is there a chicken in here? You know, like it has to have some kind of a listening bug on it. So, right off the bat, I would have been like, red flag, right? However, they continued down this road, thinking it's a great idea. Nobody's gonna suspect a cat. How many slices are on this pizza? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many have I had? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces? Anyway. They trained this cat. Put it through tons of trials. Like, obviously they converted it into a robot. They put a wire on it. They put a lot of money and effort into this cat. Like, there's an insane amount of money, which, if you think about it, America kind of has like an insane budget already for the military. But this was supposed to be like a great top of the line secret project. So they dumped quite a bit of money into this. I don't know exactly how they like trained the cat. I mean, before they sent it out on its mission, like they had to at least like show pictures or something so that the cat would like know or like sense. Like, how do you pick what person a cat walked up to? And in that case, unless you were spying on somebody specific, you would have to train that cat to go up to like multiple people. If that's how, like if you're training them by picture or by scent or however you're doing it, like how, you know? Training a cat in the first place, not a great idea. So, I think they just didn't have anybody like super smart working on the project. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they went to college and yeah, but like you wanted to train a cat to be a spy, a robot cat. So, anyway. They get this idea for its first mission for the cat to go on in order to like show off everything that it's learned and show off its skills, right? Because they have to prove that this project is worth it to continue doing all the studies, to continue funding it, so they can continue to train like more cats, right? Have this whole cat spy army. So they took the cat to a park. And their plan was to send the cat up to these two people that were talking on a bench and have it get its information. Eavesdrop. So they released the cat. They're watching it. He's making moves. Walks out into the park. Keeps walking. Keeps walking. Is no longer in the park. The cat is in the street. Gets hit by a car, dies. That's the end of the Acoustic Kitty. All of that money so if that doesn't give you an insight into types of government projects that we're spending money on, I don't know what will. Yes, it was back in the 60s, but stuff like this, maybe not stuff that's like so far-fetched, still happens. The day it was supposed to be tested, walks out, walks into the street, gets hit by a car. I mean, really bad luck. Okay. thank you for watching. Overall, not a huge fan of this one. I don't know if it was the flavor, like, I usually don't have an issue with cookies and cream, but it just kind of tasted like, you know when like ice cream tastes like the freezer? It just kind of tasted like the freezer. And it was all one texture because this was soggy, these were soggy. I don't know. I was a little bit underimpressed. But, you know, we did it. We're here. Got to learn about the Acoustic Kitty. I thought that was funny. I didn't believe it at first. I was like, there's no way this happened. That's too dumb. But it did. It's a real thing that happened. So anyway, please like and subscribe if you liked this video. Please check out my other ones on my channel. I have help me out, a playlist of all the mukbangs that I have done. If you want to check those out, sometimes I tell stories, other times I just eat. Let me know what you thought of the story. And also if you've tried this and what you think about it, because it's definitely not even a little bit on par with the Dairy Queen ice cream cake. You know what I mean? Like, not even close. Anyway, see you guys next time. Okay, bye.